Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. 2-2, another draw for this Juventus. I wrote it on Twitter immediately. Today I didn't want to react. Today I wanted to act, and from the first minute of the game, at home, after a week of rest, I wanted to behave like Juventus should have behaved, meaning doing something immediately. Doing something immediately, not reacting at the end, more out of a passion, will, which is good, huh? Don't take it away, huh? Don't take it away, because we recuperate that game from a 2-0 loss to a 2-2. But I cannot be happy with we are unbeaten. I cannot be happy with a reaction. A reaction is good when you are in a momentum of a continuous win, when you played well the first half, but unfortunately you were not able to score because the goalkeeper, because of the post, then unlucky you receive a counter-attack. It's against the game, and then you react, or you totally miss it, and then you start to play. It can happen. You were outplayed tactically in the first 15 minutes. It can happen. Football is football. It happened. You remember the Salernitana game where tactically we were totally beaten by a Salernitana, but then you come back in way of playing and you win that game. That was a total shame, disaster, one of the biggest injustice of Calcio with that goal cancelled to Milik. But that's another story from 3 seasons ago. But then I can understand. Today what I don't understand is we have a week of rest. The choices of Thiago, we can discuss them because they are not correct according to me. They are not right according to me. But what I missed today is, and it's a big one that I missed today. Today really we miss how we enter the field. It's a Fiorentina. Yeah, I say Fiorentina. Why? Because they play exactly like Fiorentina always played. And you have a record of how Italiano is playing with their team, always the same. Playing with all of them up, and they leave spaces in the back, huge space that we were not able to understand. We don't. There are interferences. Let me put it a bit away. Is it better now? Confirm me, yes or no, if it's better. I don't accept how we enter today our game. Choices of Thiago, one. Reaction of the way of playing of our team. Then we shit our pants when at the 5th minute. Then also the bad luck, because the bad luck is there. You can call it how you want, but the bad luck is there. Cambiaso that is going with his foot, disaster, and he goes out. But already, I could say, we lost Cambiaso, one of the key men of the game. That's why the game is changing. But no, because when Cambiaso is going out, it's already under pressure from Bologna. It's already from a shot from the distance, not even that far. It's already from a shot from Ndoye that goes in corner kick. So it's already a Bologna at the 5th minute that is attacking. So immediately in our home they come to show that they want to win. Immediately they show that they want to take revenge on, I don't know what kind of revenge they want to take. End of contract of the coach, he goes away, bye, ciao. What revenge are you looking for? But anyway, they go with a meaning, with a purpose, while we are entering weak. The reaction of Motta was too late. Cecilia, ciao Cecilia. Actually, it's really strange because you know that I'm a big fan of Motta, and I wanted him, I support him. I think that he's a really great coach that I want to give time, that I want to see, but he also does mistakes, and he needs to be criticized when he's doing mistakes as well. Everyone is doing mistakes. But the thing is, take it as a joke or not or whatever, but we start to be dangerous from the moment that Thiago, or we start to react from the moment that Thiago is receiving a red card. He needs to understand that we are Juve. We are not Bologna. We are not Inter. We are a team that is hated by everyone. People, even if they have absolutely no history against us, well, they will invent themselves problems, history to hate us. We will never have a whistle in favor. Never, 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 never. Forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. That's something that he needs to understand really quickly. Really quickly. Really quickly. Let me read a few of your comments, guys. I'm not sure if I will continue that strategy of changing live, because I'm actually doing it in your favors, for especially for people that wants to watch the replay so that they are not obliged to scroll. But if we lose every time 250 people from one live to another, makes no sense for me. Makes no sense. Darius, thank you for 20 months. No movements, no ideas today. Motta is to blame. I agree. And look, again, I will repeat it endlessly and forever. If we start playing, trying at least, even if we don't score, but if we try and we drop in the second half because of fatigue, because of the changes, then I'm telling you, okay, we tried in the first half, we wanted to go, we couldn't, I understand, we tried, it didn't happen, we lose in the second half, because there are excuses. That we like them or not, there are excuses. I understand them, but here it's the first half that we lose. Again, it's not the first time that we are losing that first half. Fagioli bad. Then we were speaking about it during the game, but at a certain moment, ragazzi, if you go with the billboard there, you know how the cardboards that are showing on Prime, you can go and you see fagioli fragile, that means fagioli fragile. What do you want? It's written there. It's written there in big. So bad. But you saw also Locatelli today. Also Locatelli bad today. Without Thuram next to him, Locatelli in difficulty. One-on-one man marking from Bologna. They put aggressivity. They are using these tricks. Thiago Motta, he said, which is correct. I don't want a single player of my team to simulate, to dive, to stay longer on the ground that they need to stay on the ground, which is something that I stand up and I applaud. When he's saying that, because that should be football. That's fairness. This is the sport soul. But then when you see that every single other team is doing it against us, Holm today was a disaster, but not only, the entire Bologna, it's not the only team that is coming at home, is diving, is simulating, is losing time, is staying on the ground, and we say nothing, then I have a problem. The only one. And then, just to tell you, for once, Thiago Motta is speaking, and he received a red card immediately. Not a yellow card, because I see other teams that are going on the field with the coach. The coach is going in the middle of the field, which is not allowed. He's going on the field. That's okay. We scream one time for injustice that we are receiving, and we receive a red card. Guys, can we speak about it? As well? Can we speak about it? And that's not why we lost the game. This is not why we lost the game. It's because I see here in the comments and I wanted to speak about it. But no. Then sorry, then I will start using tricks as well. Then I will fall, then I will simulate, then I will dive, then I will play dirty as well. Basta with being kind and nice and not losing time. Ciao. If we are not respected and when we protest we receive red cards and they are not, then Pierre Portella, thank you for the donation, Pierre. Why does it take us to go down by 2 goals before we decide to push forward and increase the intensity? Start like that. Look, it cannot be always, because there were some games, Milan, Aston Villa, where you have not even enough changes on the bench to do 5 subs. No youngster on the bench, you don't have the changes to do 5 subs. That's a reality. So I understand that you manage. But today, when did we concede the first goal? Quite early, We conceded at the 30th minute, but we see no reaction, And in the second half, we start the second half, and we see no reaction, because it's Bologna that is in our half playing doing back heel passes. That's what we see. So that you have in mind some games, because you are playing every 3 games, every 3 days, that you say we need to manage the 90 minutes because there is no change. I understand, but here today that's not, because we had an entire week of rest, and you decide to play players ready mentally or not. That's another discussion. But you decide to play players that are fresh. Vlahovic is fresh. Then, if he has not 90 minutes in the legs, that's another story. But the start of the game of Vlahovic should be fresh. Because if he's not fresh to start the game, that means that you are wrong to put him on the field. You understand what I mean? If Dusan Vlahovic is not fresh, that means that you don't put him on the field from the first minute. That's the reality. If he's not 100% ready to play the game from the start, you don't play him. If he has only an autonomy of 15 or 30, then you let him enter. But if you decide to play Dusan Vlahovic, then I'm expecting that the guy, at least for 45 minutes, because that's the first half, at least for 45 minutes, is able to put everything that he has on the field. A Fagioli is fresh because he never plays. So he is fresh. A Danilo, a big part of the season, he didn't play. So you cannot put these 3 players on fatigue. On top of that, they come from an entire week of rest. And the fatigue for the players like Kalulu, like Gatti, like who else? Locatelli could arrive. I have no problem that fatigue, or Cambiaso, for example, could arrive in second half. Not in the first half, guys. Not in the first minutes. Not when you studied the game and we knew how Bologna would play. I agree with that. Because then, earlier, I think it was Florian that wrote, if we win today, even with a win, it will... if we win, it will probably hide no, it will not hide anything. We are bad. That's the reality. We are really bad. We are really bad at the moment. We need to do much, much, much better. And I understand, because we like it or not, that there are no excuses. There are excuses. There are absolutely excuses. But these excuses cannot enter at the first minute of the game. Cannot. That's something that I cannot accept. 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 And I am someone that can accept a lot of things. But when we see this, guys, I will show you. When we see this, where the predominance is in blue for an entire half, blue means the away team, and it's Bologna, I can't accept it. I cannot accept it. I cannot digest it. I cannot be happy about. And you know what's even worse? Than in that second half, we don't even start. It's Bologna that continues. They score and they even push looking for that 3-0. When do we score? In a moment where probably from the game perspective, we don't probably deserve it. That goal is coming from Koopmeiners in a moment where we don't really deserve it. And then you see, because of that goal, it opens the animo, and then you see that at a certain moment you have a Juventus that is reacting. But here is reacting more than planning, more than studying, more than... And you know what's the problem with all of that? For the draw that we did today, I repeat, the draw that we did today, we spent probably much more energy than we should have spent. But this is not acceptable, guys. This is not acceptable. That first half is not acceptable. Let me read a few of your comments, because otherwise I will be extremely late. Lorenzo, and thank you for patiently waiting. I will try to be fast. Thank you for 1 month membership, Lorenzo. Ederone, ciao Beppe, too late. Too little, too late. Here you see who's truly da Juve. Sorry, but Fagioli isn't. A talent, but not enough. Savo, meanwhile, is super da Juve. The comment of Lorenzo. Look, Fagioli, big miss. That pass of Conceição in that first half, don't forget about that one. I think it's actually here where it happens. Am I wrong? The shot of Fagioli. I need to check. I don't remember, but I think that shot from Fagioli. I try to remember where it comes. The shot of Fagioli. When was it? The shot of Fagioli, guys. The 33rd minute. Yeah, I was right. It comes here. So they score, and then we have here. That's the shot of Fagioli. That's where we are dangerous. Here. Because first we have Dusan Vlahovic, I think. First we have Dusan, and then we have Fagioli. Ragazzi, that's not okay. Eh? That ball is coming perfectly. Go on target. That moment is where you decide who you are. I will be really harsh, but that ball is a gift to say, who are you in this moment? Who are you? Show us who you are. Here, you have the opportunity to show us who you are. Here, you have a gift. This one is for you. Then if you have Skorupski that probably also received that call from God to show us the miracle, then it's the miracle from Skorupski. But there you go on target. Dusan Vlahovic is missing a few. I don't understand that a striker like Dusan, instead of accelerating and anticipating and winning a time, he's at least today, every single time he was losing a time. The ball comes and he slows down. But it's a microsecond that is making the difference. And then you lose it. At a certain moment, he's doing a really strange movement with his body he had the control. And he's doing a really strange movement with his body where he's losing totally balance. But these are uncoordinated. I don't think it's even human to do something like that while running. I don't understand it. It's not normal. You risk to injure yourself, huh? Ninip Baranto, thank you, my friend. Thank you, Ninip. I have been a Juventus fan over 15 years, and I have never seen an unorganized and undynamic Juve like this. Something needs to change quickly. Today, Lazio and Fiorentina won. Ninip knows, already. He knows that today, whatever the result of Fiorentina and Lazio, because they need to play, both of them, today they won. I said it before the game today. I said there was one spot. There was one spot in the top 4, because Atalanta, Inter, and Napoli, they already took the 3 first spots. There is one spot. Not the Scudetto, huh? There was one spot left for entering the top 4. Against Lecce. I'm more pissed off today than against Lecce. Because against Lecce, we had kids on the bench. You are winning 1-0. Hey, you're doing a stupid mistake at the end. Cambiaso that did fantastically well in that game. I was pissed off because we threw it away, because it's impossible, because it's an amateur mistake, whatever. But today I'm even more pissed off, because if Lecce, you are winning 1-0, you didn't do enough, huh? You didn't do enough. You had to do much better. But you're winning today. The thing is that at home, against the Bologna that you already knew, we were not able to enter correctly. No. Today we are speaking about exactly these words, unorganized and undynamic Juve. That organization, I could have expected it in the first months of the first weeks of Thiago Motta, because understanding a new way of playing, I understand it. Okay, but we were more organized in the beginning than now. So now you need to provide, you need to deliver, you need to change maybe something. Mr. Adrian is saying, and don't, because you see that I'm pissed off and that I'm totally against Juve today. because today we don't deserve to win, because it's correct, because I'm not even sure if we deserve to draw, but at the end we took it back. So the guys, they had what they had to do. Then it's pity for Bologna that they do mistakes, that they don't do the right changes. But when we are saying we don't deserve top 4, today, Mr. Adrian, and today we are not in the top 4. Then at the end of the season, it's a different story. So I don't want to, how can I say, I don't want to go with definitive judgment at the end of the year. If you are in top 4, it is because you deserved it. No? If you win the Scudetto, it's because you deserved it, except of one time in the history of Italy, but that's another story. Of course. Kirill is saying we will see. No, I'm not saying that we deserve to be in the top 4. No. Today we are not in the top 4. Today we are not in the top 4, and today we don't deserve to be in the top 4. At the end of the season, with 19 games to be played, we will see what will happen. And then I will tell you at the end, we didn't deserve to be in the top 4. And realistically, we are not there. Or we are there, and luckily, we're in the top 4. But I tell you, if we are out of the top 4, ragazzi, heads will roll, huh? Kenan, thank you for 29 months. Without any message even from Kenan. Thank you, Kenan Dolovac. Thank you, my friend. 29 months long, huh? Really thank you for your support. Like Baladzic, Benjamin, 11 months. Too many captains, too little leaders in this team. I was speaking about that after the interview of Buffon on Juventus on, I don't remember what day, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. He was on Juventus, and they were speaking also about leadership. By the way, the same question was asked to Thiago Motta in press conference, where he answered, and he said the words of the Buffon, whatever he says, are always to be listened to. And I was speaking about it, and more than leaders, what we are missing is a driving force. It's something that I said, I think, in one of the lives as well. I think on Wednesday evening when we're speaking here. Driving force. There is no on the field driving force. There is no. So you need. Then Danilo is captain, guys. Danilo was captain last season as well. Was captain the year before. I don't remember. So in terms of leadership, there has, but today also, guys, if you are looking at the lineup of Juve, honestly, this is with some changes, huh? But if you are looking at the lineup of Juve of today, the starting lineup, where is Cambiaso? Guys, this is the starting lineup of today. I will be repetitive, of course, for people that watched it in the beginning. But you have, honestly, and it's not to be... it's a reality, guys. You have... I will put... I don't know. This. So you play to come back... You play to come back from a Lecce draw, loss, how you want to call it. You play with 3 players that are every single day on the papers. And if this one is obliged, because there is nobody else, because it was probably too soon for, but there are 3 on 10 players. That's 30% of your team that is not there with the head to maybe give you that little extra that you needed in that moment. Is it clear what I try to explain, guys, or am I totally crazy to speak like that? Maybe they will stay until the end of the season. Maybe they will even stay 5 more years. And I wish all the players of Juve to stay. But in this moment, when all the papers are putting you every single day about you are the key to make mercato, here, saving salary on this one, here, plus Valenza, and this one because we were not pleased with his words after Serbia, and on top of that, the contract extension is not arriving because, and we are already looking for other players, and we are looking for this and this, and if we have an offer, then he will go because we cannot pay him, and he's probably earning way too much, and he was complaining because he needed to run and he didn't want to run. If we are speaking about that, guys, in the starting lineup, that means that or Thiago Motta saw something from the three of them that convinced him really 100% that they could give the max. And then I say, fine, because they are Juve players. Otherwise, these players can't be simultaneously start a game. Then, if you put Cambiaso out because of injury, guys, and you play with the Rui that is with the first team, and I repeat, is with the first team because we had no money anymore. We had no money anymore to go for fullbacks. We had luck with Savona, that is doing extremely well. Unfortunately, Rui is entering in games at the wrong times, at the wrong moment. That's true. That's true. He enters against Stuttgart, we concede a goal. Is it because of him? No, it's because of the entire defense, but he was there. And he feels that. He enters against Cagliari, I believe, and we concede with Douglas Luiz, or I didn't remember what game. He enters, now, I'm not sure about Cagliari, maybe I said something wrong, but he enters against Lecce, and we have that, it's a bit, that bad luck that is here. He's scared to do some mistake because he doesn't want to do mistakes. But he's there because we had no money to fulfill our team. But I will never blame a fantastic person like Rui that wants to try, that wants to play. And also Thiago Motta, because today it's not that he's starting Rui. He plays Rui because Cambiaso is getting injured. So I want to be calm on him. And I will not play the game of demolishing a guy that is there with the first team because the management had no money anymore to complete the team. I would not. It's not correct. But he didn't play a good game. That's a reality. If we are fair, far from me to speak about the person, but if we are judging the player at the moment he's not performing. Unfortunately, he's not giving us the answer that we need. And that's really sad for him because he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. But he will take on him. And it will make him grow. Unfortunately, at the moment, we have no replacement on the left side for Cambiaso. That's a reality. And the January Mercato is far because we still have a few games to play. Before that, we have Manchester City, we have Venezia, and we have a defense without anybody. So what will be the next invention? Danilo on the left and Savon on the right. We are playing because now we spoke about that one. But did we speak about the fact that this guy here, I want to put him with let's put a yellow. This guy here was meant to start as a right back because of necessity played as a center back, and because now of necessity is here. Maybe the next game he will be here. So you put him here, it's tough, huh? It's really tough. So you see that lineup is not working. Let me continue to read the messages of the guys because I'm really, really late. Thank you to Esteban Ramirez. CRC. Is that from Costa Rica? I'm not sure. I need to check. But thank you, Esteban Ramirez, with a really beautiful background there. Motta will talk about reaction and still are undefeated. When reality is that we tie against Bologna at home. A defeat at least would have shocked the team and forced Motta to do something. I don't agree with your comment, Esteban. I don't agree with your comment. I can guarantee you, I promise you, believe what I'm telling you. Lecce was considered as a loss, not as a draw. Today is a loss. At home is considered as a loss. Don't believe at that level, and believe me because I spoke with a lot of players, with coaches. A game like today is not considered a win. It's not considered a win. Then maybe in microphones he will say today we saw a reaction from the team. What do you want him to say? post game, I never read immediately to the post game. I wait a few hours and then I read them, because it's always political talk where you have a strategy of what can you say, what you don't want to say, what you cannot say, but it's in front of microphone. He's speaking to journalists that will write the day after, and they are speaking indirectly to supporters to calm them down or to cheer them up or whatever. But the things that needs to be said are said one-on-one, are said face-to-face. So don't believe in a Juntoli that we are happy. Oh, guys, did you see the ranking? We are not in top 4. If a draw is considered good, if that draw is mathematically qualifying you on the Champions League, is mathematically giving you the Scudetto, then we are speaking about beautiful. But today it's not a beautiful draw like the one of Lecce. Lecce is considered a loss. So no, a defeat would not have shocked the team more than the draw of today. Motta is forced to do something, Esteban, that we drew or that we lost. He is forced to do. Will he do it? That's another question. Will he be able to do it? That's another question. Because, of course, excuse, on top of Bremer, on top of Cabal, you probably also lose, I don't know how long, and I hope not for too long, but you probably also lose a Cambiaso. That's what I mean. That doesn't excuse that today was better to draw than no. It's the same. Like I don't believe, but also before the game, and some people will say, but Beppe, I hope that today Fagioli can convince the management to keep him. I said, guys, this decision are already taken. That you take him, that you sell him, that you try to sell him and you cannot sell him, and that you keep him. But because a kid since he's 8 years old and he's playing at Juve. You know perfectly the person, you know perfectly the player, you know the technical skills, you know the mental strength, you know the off-the-field problems, you know the on-the-field problems, you know everything, you know the financial state of yourself, you know what you can sell, what you cannot sell. And a game against Bologna, that he scored today 3 goals or that he missed the game like he did today, will not change that much the destiny of Nicola Fagioli. Like a game will never change how a company, how a club, how high management will decide if the season was successful or not. Of course, if we are speaking about you relegate in second division or you stay, well, it can change the perspective. But if we are speaking about a final of Champions League, if you win it, you stay. If you lose, you are out. No, that's not how you judge a season afterwards. But anyway, that's high level management. Then that we are in a bad position, I totally agree. 100%. Roberto Pilato, Weah, good sub, but not at first choice winger. Weah didn't play well today neither. But there is one thing that we don't have to forget about Weah. The game of Weah is totally changing at the 5th minute. Where Cambiaso is injuring himself, where for 10 minutes he tries to stay on the field, but Weah is already paying an eye on the back, and then he goes out, and you have a Rui that is a total different player as a Cambiaso, and the game of Weah changed immediately. I don't want to say that Weah is bad as a winger because he played some good games, probably some better games as a winger, and even from the start. There was a momentum Weah before Vlahovic injuring himself or, I don't know, not playing for 3 games where he was obliged to play as a number 9. Before that, Weah was good, was killing it on the left especially. Also good on the right, but especially on the left. So I can't say that today Weah played well because he didn't play well. But I don't want to say today he's not a good first choice winger. Then, if you're telling me in your ideal Juve that is competing to win the Scudetto, that is competing to win the Champions League, is he the first one that you want to see on the field as a starter? Probably I will tell you no. But now to say he's a good sub in this Juve with the men that we have, because he missed the game of today, and probably not even his fault, but because his game unfortunately changed and was impacted by Cambiaso. Voila, that's what I wanted to say. Chef with an X. Thank you for the donation, my friend. We need to play and show the same energy in every game as we were down 2 goals. Thuram should have started either over Locatelli or Fagioli. Look, ideally, poetically, in a romanticus moment, I will tell you, of course, you're right. Every single game we need to play as a... But, you know, when I'm a coach or when I was a kid, let's say I will go back to the 80s, 90s, let's say 90s. When I was playing football, early 90s as a kid, when we conceded the goal, the coaches were saying something. Guys, we can come back. But when we were scoring a goal, when we were winning 1-0 or when we were winning 2-0, you know, that is something that always stuck in my mind. Always. They always told us, guys, 0-0, don't forget, it is 0-0. And these are things that we are also saying to the kids today. So I'm speaking about 30 years later. We are still repeating the same things to the kids today. At least me. And I think that this is, guys, confirm me, yes or no, in the chat. When you were young, or even today when you have kids and you hear it, or when you go, you hear them saying, when you take advantage. Guys, it's 0-0. What does that mean? It's 0-0. When you're scoring, we are taking the lead. You still need to pay attention in the back. You still need to try to score another one to close the game. 0-0, ball in the center, nothing happened. Concentrated, guys. So romantically it's beautiful. Then also you have a reality. We cannot ask, and there I will defend Thiago Motta for the other games. You cannot ask to play with the same intensity every single game, with the same intensity and energy as we always playing that, because it's a reality that we had 9 players injured, and because the same players were playing every 3 days. There was the coach ex-Liverpool that won the Champions League with Benitez. He said last time speaking, and he's totally correct, when he's saying when players are playing every 3 days, from the second game already, you lose already 5% of total capacity if you play 3 days after. So players lose 5% of capacity, and then it goes worse and worse and worse. More games you are playing in a row, if we are speaking about every 3 days. So it's impossible. When you have no rotation, when you are playing with the bat, you need to manage parts of the game. The problem is that today, the first minutes, you recuperated some players. You played with some players that had not 3 days in a row games. You had 1 week to recuperate, and you enter like you are winning 2-0. And that's the problem of today. Then Thuram. Look, I agree with you, guys, that Thuram should have started over Fagioli. Because Thuram-Locatelli partnership is working. Thuram-Locatelli partnership is working in a 4-2-3-1, not in a 4-1-4-1. In a 4-2-3-1, it's working. Today you wanted to test something in a 4-1-4-1, but Fagioli was totally absent. Totally absent. Thuram-Fagioli would not have worked. Locatelli-Fagioli didn't work, and probably Locatelli-Thuram would also not have worked offensively. Probably defensively it would have been something that worked, but offensively probably even more. Koopmeiners would have been dragged down, even more than the first half where he was totally invisible. Then today, Koopmeiners, the performance of Koop, not because he scored, because I don't care that he scored that goal. I'm happy. Hopefully it will unlock himself. At a certain moment I said, Zidane scored also, I said, in December, his first goal, and then it opened the way. Who knows, maybe today it can be the start of something beautiful with Koop. Also because it's not an unnecessary goal, because at the end it brings us 1 point and it opens that remontada of Juve. But Koopmeiners, even if he was invisible, look at the importance of Koop. Even if he was invisible, we were not able to find him a lot in that first half where Juve didn't play a lot. He's giving 2 fantastic balls to Dusan. One, he goes on target, Dusan, but the first one, he's totally missing it. He's totally flopping it. But the 2 balls of the first half are coming from Coop, and they are delicious balls. Remember when you were playing, because all of us, we played Candy Crush. Don't say that you never played Candy Crush, guys. When I saw these balls, when I saw the balls of Teun Koopmeiners, you know what I said? Delicious. That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said. I saw the balls of Teun and I said, delicious. I can understand that if you are taking that out of context, probably it will be, the interpretation can be different. So, of course, we're speaking about football, guys. And Candy Crush. And the balls of football that are going towards Dusan Vlahovic. Delicious. Anyway, Mario is lying to the world saying, I never played Candy Crush in my life. You are lying. I don't believe you. And if I believed you, Mario, that means that I'm sad for you, because you need to test. You need to test. Of course, it's really addictive. Huh? Who did I forget? Anthony Vaccaro, 30 months with us. Unbeaten has never been more frustrating. I don't like to lose. You know it. But I consider this a loss, guys. Like I considered it a loss against Lecce. Like I consider it a loss against Cagliari. At the end, you are looking... You know when it's beautiful to be unbeaten? When you're up in that ranking. When you're out of the ranking, who cares? Do you think... it's like that FIFA glitch. I will not lift a trophy where we said, we won the unbeaten trophy. I don't care about the unbeaten trophy. I want silverware, not the unbeaten trophy. Thomas, I've played Candy Crush before, but never with audio. But now, delicious. There was also something else that they said. There was not only delicious. There was some words like that to motivate you when you were doing some things. But Arsenal, they can do whatever they want. I don't celebrate. I celebrate an unbeaten. I celebrate an unbeaten season when it brings us to the Scudetto. 2011, 2012, fantastic. We didn't lose a game. Beautiful, fantastic. And this year, it will not be equalized by Napoli because they already lost 2 games. And all the other ones lost. The only one that didn't lose is Juve. But we don't win. And that's the problem. Because if I'm not wrong, out of memory, 6 wins, 9 draws in Serie A. Add on top of that 2 draws in Champions League, that's already the 11th draw. Who else? Brian Peroso. Ciao, my friend. 23 months, thank you. Not an excuse, but the calls on the field hurt us. Look, I didn't watch seriously the replays because I was always emotion-wise, and I'm not sure if there was a red card for Kalulu or not. Live, I said yes. On the replay, I didn't have the image, or I didn't understand it if yes or no there was a red card or not, honestly. Tomorrow probably I will tell you more if I believe it was a red card or not. That yellow card on Kalulu was disgusting because he didn't touch him. But that penalty, I don't know. I don't know. You guys, if you are honest or open, tell me if he touched him or not, or what is the reason why he didn't give a red card. Explain me, tell me, but today I think it's strange. That red card for Thiago Motta, it's according to me harsh, except if the words of Thiago Motta that I didn't hear were over the top, then it's probably correct. But then the referee was bad. I agree with you. It was bad. It was really bad. We said it since the beginning. But this is unfortunately a reality of Juve. You push someone. Yeah. Oh, last week against Lecce, he whistled 20 seconds before the end. Just to give you an idea. That's not new. That's unfortunately not new. Pasquale is telling us in chat because he had if we can play the last 20 minutes for 90 minutes, just think how good we would be. I hope we don't sell back. I don't agree with Pasquale. Personally, I don't agree with Pasquale. Honestly, did we see a good Juve in the last 20 minutes? Honestly, I will answer you honestly. Honest doesn't mean that I'm right. It's my opinion. I don't think that we saw a beautiful Juve in the last 20 minutes. We saw a reactionary Juve that is looking for the goal with all their men there, without any structure, without any idea. We played with Danilo center back, with Savon on the right, Rui on the left, and then it was a play and do. At a certain moment, I see Weah on the right side and on the left. Then I see Kenan Yildiz. I still don't understand what was his position. Some people said 4-1, 4-1. Yeah, maybe. But how long and what and boo. Then you see Mbangula entering. Where did he play? I don't think we played well in the 20 last minutes. I don't think we played well. We played with character. We played with we want to draw. We don't want to give up. We'll take it back. Yes. And that's already something. But good football, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Also because at a certain moment, guys, we have a corner kick for us. We decide to not to play it. I think it's the only corner kick that we have. We decide not to play it. We play it with a short one. That can be a solution. But then it's not the first pass that is a problem. It's the second one. We go. We finish again to Perin. While we are losing 2-1 and we need to recuperate the game. Oh, ragazzi. I don't know why Motta has been expelled. I know I saw a replay where he was saying something. I thought it was exaggerated to expel him, but I didn't hear what he said. I didn't see a ball. Maybe you will tell me that it's like that, then I will watch it in replay. I will tell you. Ali Sahal, thank you for your donation, my friend. How is he ref in this level? It's criminal. Look, I never want to start speaking about the referee when we don't win. When it's a draw or when it's a loss, I prefer to keep that towards the end, because then people, you know it, they enter the channel, Juventini are crying because of the referee. I never want to do that, because today, and again, the last game and whatever, we didn't draw or lose the game because of the referee. We did it because of ourselves. Then, the referee on top is not at the level. It's not at the level. And it's not a BS against you, it's not at the level. I totally agree. I 100% agree. 102%, 103, 200% I agree with you, Ali. 100%. Vasilis was at the stadium. Guys, because then I go crazy. Vasiliakos, Vasilis, and I cannot split. Who was at the stadium? I think it was Vasilis. 99% it was Vasilis. Confirm as Vasilis. Thank you for your donation, buddy. Thank you for your donation. Really, really appreciate it. Vasilis that is telling us, Beppe, we may have the best techniques, the greatest skills, and the most outstanding players, but without passion, excitement, and fire, we will never achieve the desired result. You achieve, according to me, you achieve more with passion, excitement, and fire only than with only technique, skills, and outstanding. So I totally agree. But excitement, passion, and fire only is also not enough, because then, guys, I'm sure that Vasilis, that Beppe, that Mufit in the chat, Bogdan, that Geo847, that Gulfos, Anthony Schifano, Pasquale, Nicolas Innocenzi, Peter Gitti, Kirill Mikovic, Kari MJ. I'm sure that all of us we will be fantastic there. We will win every single game. If passion, excitement, and fire was enough, I am sure that we would put that, the honor to play with a Juve shirt, to enter the field, to hear the songs, to see 42,000 people celebrating us, applauding us, cheering us. Unfortunately, it's not enough. The combo is important. The combo of technique, skills, players, plus passion, excitement, fire. This is why football is a sport made out of passion, but also with talents. And today, I think that we are, I'm not saying missing Probably. Missing that fire, that driving force. Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah. Not because we don't want, because we have good guys. I can guarantee you that we have good guys. We have good guys in our team. But it's not always the good guy that goes away with the most beautiful lady in the room. A lot of time these people, they are going in the friend zone. Nice guy, huh? Guy, when I say guy, because I'm a guy, you know that we can do reverse with the girl, huh? And we can do girl, we can do boy, we can do whatever we want. I don't care. But it is like that. Most of the time, the nice person goes in the friend zone. We need a bit of that naughtiness. And then also we need also some players with a bit better skills, a bit more. We need. Yeah. You see, Vasilis, and then and that's Vasilis, by the way, that was at the stadium. And then we have Vasilakos. Moment of the game, Dusan run plus assist to Mbangula. Is that the moment of the game, guys? Is that the moment of the game, according to you? Thank you, by the way, 3 months for Vasilakos as a member of the channel. Is that the moment of the game? I think the moment of the game is the sub of Cambiaso. If you want another moment of the game, is the miss of Fagioli. And the miss... No, I change. The moment of the game is the double miss of Juve. After that 1-0 of Bologna is the double miss of Juve. Because it's... Tell me that I'm crazy, yeah? Tell me that I'm exaggerating, or... You think it's a coincidence that it's the two players that are in need? Vlahovic, we know him, huh? That is always... We know that when he's missing a pass, he goes out of the game. We know it. Fagioli, we know that mentally he needs conviction. He wants to prove. He wanted to put a lot of, I want to be. He wants so much. These two are missing the 2 goals, of the possible 1-1. You know what I mean? It's not Locatelli that is missing it. That is this season, 90% of the time is applauded. It's not Conceição that is missing that goal. The 2 goals. It's not, I don't know, even Weah could have missed them. Oh, guys, he scored already 4 goals. It's a player that is much more improved versus last year. He finished in Forbes, in whatever article. They are speaking about him. He's doing games. He has the smile. There are these 2 guys. No, but when I'm saying it's not because of them that we lost the game. I'm telling you that these 2 are missing the goals that they needed. And probably if these 2, they score these goals, and probably one of them, their game change as well. If Fagioli scores that 1-1, the game of Fagioli is changing. Because he's missing it, it goes even worse, the game of Fagioli. Because of Vlahovic misses it, you see the face of the camera, and he's getting out of the game. No, Nicola is saying that's the moment for us, but not for the game. I mean, no, but that's deciding the game, according to me, because that's really deciding the game. Then if you tell me the most beautiful thing that we saw is probably that assist from Dusan, even if, honestly, and I don't want to hate, because at the end, it's an assist that brings us, that avoids us to lose. But honestly, there are 2 other players closer and more central. Is it the right choice to pass to Mbangula? At the end, yes. Let's see what you think, guys. If you had fresh in memories, there are 2 players at the circle, that half moon of the big rectangle. There are 2 players free. He decides to go with a pass that makes totally, according to me, at that moment, a bit less sense than the other one, because he goes to the third option. The first one was probably a bit too much behind him, and that ball will go like that. It's difficult to shot because probably you go at the third floor of the stadium. So we have 2 that will mean out of the stadium. The second one should have been perfect because that ball goes in diagonal. You have the time to go towards the ball and to shot. But he goes to the third one. That at the end is the best choice because Mbangula is taking it. But you know what I mean? I am not sure if it was the best thing to do there. Okay, Nicola. No, but sometimes I cannot follow. Thank you to precise. Ali Red is saying, of course it's not. We were just lucky that Mbangula was there. So no, I would not say, but lucky. He's giving it to Mbangula. I hope it was intentional. Hey, you see, I'm not the only one, guys. Premier is saying that pass to Mbangula almost missed. I think defender touched it. I'm not sure if he touched it or not, but you see, I'm not the only one that noticed that. You see, I'm not the only one. Yeah. But anyway, he did the good thing, the right choice, because at the end we give it to Mbangula. We score. Beautiful goal from Mbangula. Already the second goal of Samu. The second goal. And decisive. Now calma, guys. Calma. Because I remember the same words. Voila. Alessandro, Mbangula should start. Voila. And it arrives already. And Alessandro probably, I'm joking, I'm exaggerating, but Alessandro probably would have said Ealing Jr. is the best player of the world when he played 3 games well against Benfica. We lost, but he did a fantastic assist. He scored against, I don't remember what team. The moment. No, guys, calma. Did he do well? Absolutely, yes. Entering and scoring that goal. Now, he needs to start. It's a different story. It's a total different story. Bravo. You see, Alessandro, I know you guys. I know you. But Ealing Jr., you see, he goes to Aston Villa. No, not ready. He goes to Bologna. He's not playing. And I'm a lover of Ealing. Super kid, and I hope that he can really have a first team starting experience wherever he wants. But we were not wrong when we were saying he'll miss something to be a starter at Juve. You see what I mean? Today, then in 2 years, maybe. And Mbangula as well being a starter at Juve, it's tough. And don't forget that you have some players like that when you enter, when everything makes no sense anymore, these games where you're losing 2-1. If you take the 3-1, you take the 3-1, but don't lose. Try to score 1 goal and maybe even the second goal. Go play with 5 players up front. You know that Bologna is already tracking back. Guys, sometimes these kind of players, they have these 5-10 minutes because they are also smaller. They go immediately into the game. They have an impact that they cannot give when they are starting. You see what I mean? So sometimes these players are good because they enter. That's what we said also about Ealing Jr. Ealing Jr. is a fantastic player when he enters, not when he starts, at least in the past. Eccolo. Roma Victrix. Grande new member. Roma Victrix. I need still to go for Gladiator 2 that I didn't watch yet at the moment. But my son is in exam and I want to go with him and with my wife. So I'm waiting. Hopefully it will still be in the theaters. Otherwise, I will miss it. C'est comme ça. But thank you, Roma Victrix. By the way, speaking about that, I'm always curious. Attenzione. Okay. For people that are watching, we are not a lot. 266. That's what we are. How much people are watching at the moment? 267. This needs to change. This needs to change. We need to go up, guys. You go now on Manchester United, that I think lost, by the way, 3-2. Did they lose? Voila, here. We have the trolls that are hurting the channel. Because when you're doing that, guys, you're hurting the channel. Unsubscribing to the channel for the joke of being there, you're hurting the channel. Because YouTube algorithm says, oh, it's a shit channel. People are unsubscribing. It's a shit channel. Let's put it even down, below the ranking. Let it disappear. You know what? That subscriber, let's recommend him Manchester United channels. They did 2-2. City did 2-2. Juve did 2-1. That's what you're doing. You're hurting the channel by unsubscribing. But that's another story. But anyway, we need to be much more. It's not normal that United, shit club there, they have like 10,000 that are watching. We are 200. Need to find something to do. Gio 847, 7 months with us. Last corner, City Doll. Playing back, not forward. I already spoke about it, Gio. But I agree. I really agree. I was pissed off on that one. You go back until Perin. Thank you for 7 months, my friend. Like, I want to thank Nicola Innocenzi for the nation. Beppe, we love to give our opinion here, but there appears to be more systematic issues with one-dimensional attack. What's your opinion on how to fix? I don't know. Honestly, I'm not afraid to tell you that I have no idea how to fix it. I have no idea. Because whatever you try to find as a solution, the game after, you have like two players that are, one that is injuring himself in training session, the other one is injuring himself on the pitch. We don't know when they will be back. We recuperate one player, the other one goes out. But Cambiaso today is unlucky, but we knew it. How long are we speaking about it? That one out of them will miss the games because they are playing game in, game out, game in, game out, game in, game out. Look, about today, I think personally, but you know what I tell you? You know why we thought a bit about Manchester United? About Manchester City. You know why? I tell you why. Because Juventus, they already forecasted the qualification in the first 24. So playing an extra game. They already forecasted in their financial books. Already now. I'm not even saying qualifying to the next Champions League. So for Juventus, it is vital to qualify. So having a result against City is considered super vital because we lost against Stuttgart, because we're not able to win against Lille and Aston Villa. And that's why the game of Manchester was considered, from what I heard, guys, was considered the tough one. When you consider all together, it's not Thiago Motta, it's collectively that the tough one, then you go with that. Don't tell me that today Danilo, Vlahovic, that just come back from 3 games, and Fagioli are playing because these are the best ones to beat Bologna. It's not the reality. It's not true. Right or wrong, we were thinking about the game of Manchester City. That's the reality. But to answer your question, I have no idea. I would love to tell you, the solution is easy. Recuperate players. Nico Gonzalez is important. Douglas Luiz is important. Weston McKennie is important. But it's all talk. All talks. And yes, we are not good. And more we play, more we lose players, less good we will be. Cambiaso is a key in the game of Thiago Motta because without the Calafiori that we couldn't sign, we have to play differently already than the idea of football of Thiago. You know what? You know how to fix? But it's a vicious circle, eh? Because if you are without danger in the top four now on the 31st of December, and you have already a gap created over the teams Lazio, Milan, Fiorentina, Roma. If you're comfortably in top four, you know that you invest in good players in January. I'm not saying phenomenals, huh? I'm not saying expensive players, but in a few good players, 2, 3, because you have some injuries. And then you even consolidate, you confirm your top four presence. And because you are in top four, you receive the money, and you just anticipated some signings of the summers. Then you can still sell, you can buy in the summer, but it's good. Now, because we are out, we are not sure that we will be in. So you cannot go with certainty saying, I go and I buy, I'm just saying Antonio Silva, because that's the name that we hear, with a price tag of 40, 50 million euro. Because if I don't know why, we don't qualify to the top four, how on earth do you pay him? Because then, now we complain that we missed 130 million, I don't know how much, 150 million euro for not participating to the European competition, because the impact, image, and sponsor, and this, and this, and this. But it was not because of us, because we qualified to the field. But here, if you don't qualify and you take it away yourself, you are putting a bullet in your feet, huh? That's the reality. Antonio Gaeta, 16 months with us, thank you. Bremer injury killed how Motta wanted to play. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Unfortunately, it's true. And it's a pity. Because that's also a bit the unluck. Look, Atalanta is in the favorites one to win the Scudetto, and they are even in the favorites to qualify in the top 8 to the Champions League. They are growing year by year. They are doing fantastic things. It's a reality. I don't like them, but it's a reality. Kudos to them. But you see sometimes how the stars are aligning themselves. Everything. Look, the injuries of Atalanta, when did they happen? Scamacca and who else? I don't remember. Scalvini, Scamacca, and I don't remember. Anyway, these players, they injured themselves with an open mercato. Scalvini, at the end of the season last season, they had an entire mercato to sub him. Scamacca happens when the mercato is open. They go immediately. They go with Retegui. You know what I mean? And pay attention, they do well. We have Pogba. The season starts. Doping. When the mercato is closed, doping. It was the first game the test has been done with the game of Udinese that he didn't even play. That's the worst thing. He didn't even play. Nobody saw nothing. They waited 2-3 weeks. Mercato is closed. Pogba out. Fagioli, mercato closed, out. And you lose 2 midfielders. This season, we start, boom, injured, Bremer. As soon as it's closed, the mercato. Disaster. I'm laughing because I'm nervous. Because I'm seriously nervous, because it's not normal, guys. It's also having, the moment, boom, the right moment. But yeah, because if Bremer has that injury on the 28th of August, you go. Maybe you even take, I don't know, you go on the market. Mohamed Youssef, I will nearly close, guys. I thought that the video will be 5 minutes today. We're already in 1 hour. Yeah, we are bad, but we are also one of the unluckiest team in Europe since years. Yeah. Without that's for sure. Nobody can say that we are not unlucky. That we are bad. That we have a lot of own responsibility. That we need to take credits for being bad, or ownership, not credits. Ownership. I agree. But that we are unlucky. Mohammed, brother, the team, thank you for the donation. The team has true mental and experience issues. Do you think we pay the price of not timing it? Yeah, also, of course. Not that only, but of course. of course. Look, a Cambiaso last week that at the 92nd minute, 93rd minute deciding to go up, crazy. That's experience. He will never do it again. Huh? He will never do it again. And it's good to do mistakes because you learn by doing mistakes. That's one of the consequences when you're playing with young players. We need to forgive them that because the second time they will not do it because they learned from it. We are the second. We are the youngest team of Serie A from the big teams. Then I believe we are the second because Parma is even younger, I believe. But yeah. Experience, also young coach. I love Thiago Motta. I defend him, and I think that he's the right coach for Juve. I really believe in it. Like I really believe that Giuntoli is the right sporting director. Like I really believe that the project is good if we are in the top 4. Because otherwise, we speak about nothing. Huh? We speak about a reset for again a 3-year project. Again, yeah. Catastrophe. But also him needs to grow. You see it, huh? He doesn't call up young players for the Aston Villa game. The game after he called them up. Then the problem is that on a 1-0 he let them play. And we do a 1-1, not because of them, guys, but and today he probably would not have let them play. So he's growing as well. Yeah, of course. But that's the thing, yeah. Because we want everything and immediately because we are Juve, and it's true, and I'm the same as you. But then if we want the youngest team, we want to invest, then we need to take also the flaws of it, and that's one of the flaws. Then what do? We don't play anymore with young players. Balance in everything. In the amount of youth, in the amount of attacking plays, in the amount of possession, in the amount of everything. Trying to look for stability, for balance. And let me say thank you to the man, my man, amen, or amen. Amen. Is it amen? I don't know how to. You know that it's one of my first friends of the channel. I still don't know the nickname. If it's Aman, Amen, Amen, Bo. I will never get it. Amen. Amen. And then it's Amen. I don't know. Bo. Je sais pas. I don't care. Thank you. No, we close. We spoke too much about it. No, I'm pissed off. What is the last time that we won? I don't remember. Torino, I think. Torino, mamma mia. Torino, if I'm not wrong. Buonanotte, Sasha, Bogdan, Nicola, Filippo, Pippo, Zimmarino. Che bello. We need to create the luck we don't have. That's also true. Huh? You of course, you attract bad luck. You attract or you create luck. That's also true. Huh? That's a big certainty that I believe in. Buonanotte, Don V. Buonanotte a tutti. You were fantastic. I hope I didn't forget anybody. Thank you for your support. We see each other tomorrow. And I will try to forget watching a movie with my wife, with my son. Grazie, forza. Ciao. Ciao, Carlo.